Bill O'Reilly here, Friday, October 18th, 2019. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update. Here's what's happening across our nation. Since the day he announced his campaign for the presidency, Donald Trump has been clobbered by an openly hostile press. But if you listen to the coverage, the national media is usually portraying itself as defenders of the Constitution and all that is right with the world. A recent study, though, by the Conservative Media Research Center showed that 90% of network coverage towards President Trump has been negative since he took office in January 2017. The attacks were even more relentless this week. Here are some examples. CNN is at the forefront of the offensive against President Trump. One of its analysts, Chris Chiliza, saying he has, quote, no idea what the president is talking about on any subject. Another reporter for CNN asserts that the president made 129 false claims in 1 week. No backup for that stat. The insults go all the way to the top at CNN. New undercover video released this week from a whistleblower reveals CNN President Jeff Zucker ordering a correspondent, Jake Tapper, to, quote, effing nail her during a contentious interview with Kellyanne Conway. Zucker then instructed the network to focus on impeachment in the weeks ahead, almost exclusively to other stories. Over at MSNBC, host Joe Scarborough claims Donald Trump is, quote, not emotionally fit to be the president, and Republicans know it, unquote. Fellow NBC person Donnie Deutsch repeatedly refers to President Trump as a monster. Even on Fox News, the president is not safe from insults. Chris Wallace recently accused the president of having daddy issues during a call with network advertisers. Well, you can decide whether all this is legitimate criticism of President Trump, but they are personal attacks, no question. And they are being driven, perhaps, by a fear that Mr. Trump might win re-election. Coming up, my message of the day, Bernie Sanders saying capitalism is destroying the planet. Wow. You've been hearing about gold all over the news. Prices continue to climb. Not surprising. Experts warning a recession could happen. But pay attention to the banks. Some of them ran out of cash last Monday night and had to borrow money from the Federal Reserve. Since last week, more than $500 billion has been printed and given to the banks just so they could stay in business. Sound familiar? Remember in 2008 when the Fed had to bail out the banks? Well, it's happening again. Americans are looking for stability, and many are turning to gold and precious metals as a way to protect their savings and retirements. That's why I recommend that you contact American Hartford Gold Group now to learn more. To get you started, American Hartford Gold Group will gift you a free silver coin. No purchase necessary. All you have to do is call them. 877-444-GOLD. That's 877-444-GOLD. So please give them a call today to claim your free coin. Available for a limited time only. 877-444-4653. Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day. At the end of this week's Democratic debate in Ohio, Bernie Sanders let it all hang out.
CEOs of major pharmaceutical companies making tens of millions of dollars a year. And in this particular case with the opioids, they knew that they were selling a product to communities all over this country which were addicting people and killing them. And last year, the top 10 drug companies made $69 billion in profit. This is what unfettered capitalism is doing to this country. And it's not just the drug companies. Right now, the CEOs in the fossil fuel industry know full well that their product is destroying this world, and they continue to make huge profits. That is why we need a political revolution.
Okay, Bernie. Well, here's the truth, though. Socialism slash communism has been tried in many countries around the world. It has never elevated people. It always leads to loss of freedom. That's because a central government has to call all the shots and has to seize private property in order to afford the entitlements, the free stuff that the population gets under communism, socialism. In America, Bernie Sanders would do this through taxation. Everything would be taxed, including your car, your house, your property, your clothing, perhaps. That's the wealth tax. So Bernie wants a revolution because he believes that corporations and unfettered capitalism are destroying the world. How can that be when the United States is one of the most prosperous nations the world has ever seen? Even poor Americans, about 9% of us are poor, have color TVs, cars, have more living space than middle-class Europeans. Capitalism provides opportunity, not a guarantee, to succeed on a massive level. I'm the best example of that you can find. I was brought up in a lower middle-class family. We didn't have much money, even though my father was college educated. We had pre-owned cars. We ate fish sticks and hot dogs. We vacationed once a year. We took a bus from New York City to Fort Lauderdale. Try that. It's not nice. But I have succeeded because I got educated, I worked hard, I obey the law, and I'm persistent. If the socialists, Bernie Sanders or Elizabeth Warren or the other loons, get into power, all of this changes. They want to guarantee outcomes for Americans who are troubled, who take heroin, who drink a pint of gin a day, whatever it may be. Now, Americans are the most generous people on earth. We give more to charity than any other nation in the world. I have a charitable foundation named after my parents. I give millions of dollars away to help people. And that's the way it should be. Capitalism works, socialism doesn't. And that's the message. Please check out my latest book, The United States of Trump. You'll like it. Up next, something you might not know. It's an uncertain world out there. You know that. Disaster can strike at any time. So you need to be prepared to protect yourself and your family. One way to do that is with freeze-dried food. It tastes good. It's healthy. Can be stored for 25 years. That's why I'm happy to tell you about a company I recommend, Wise Foods. I have experience with them myself. During Superstorm Sandy, I lost power for 7 days. All of my refrigerated food done. But my food supply from Wise Foods was as fresh as the day I received it. Visit Wise Food Storage, one word, wisefoodstorage.com/Bill, and explore their starter kits and long-term emergency food options. They are even offering free shipping plus a big discount of 25% off for my listeners. So please go to wisefoodstorage.com/Bill, wisefoodstorage.com/Bill, or you can call 855-269-0501. That's 855-269-0501. Now the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. Since the first administration in 1789, George Washington, of course, 8 U.S. presidents have died in office. 4 assassinated: Garfield, McKinley, Lincoln, Kennedy. 4 dying of natural causes: Harrison, Taylor, Harding, and FDR. But Warren Harding is a very strange case, with some saying his death was not natural at all. Poisoning rumors persist to this day. Conspiracy theorists claim that Harding's wife, First Lady Florence, was involved as payback for years of extramarital affairs by old Warren. So let's take a closer look at the mysterious death of our 29th president. Elected in one of the largest landslides in U.S. history, Warren G. Harding advocated for a return to normalcy in the wake of World War I, emphasizing conservatism, lower taxes, limited immigration, and removal from foreign entanglements. But just 2 years into his term, Warren Harding fell ill in his San Francisco hotel room. The president died a short time later. There would be no autopsy. The person who made that call? Florence Harding herself, demanding that her husband be embalmed within 1 hour of his death. Well, it didn't take long for the rumor mill to catch fire. Warren Harding's dirty laundry came tumbling out shortly after his death. Multiple affairs, a possible illegitimate child, cronyism, abuse of power, and other things. In 1924, while serving time for violating the Prohibition Act, former Harding administration official Gaston Means began working on a tell-all book, The Strange Death of Warren Harding. In it, Means alleges, among other things, that Warren Harding had been murdered by his wife, with assistance from their personal physician, Charles Sawyer. Today, most historians accept that Warren Harding died from a heart attack due to his history of chronic cardiac problems. But Florence Harding looms in the background. What say you, Florence? Back after this. Bill O'Reilly here with an important message. If you're a listener to this program, you may know how much I love dogs. Today, let's talk about something I care about very much. There are thousands of abandoned animals in the USA, and these animals need your help. This is why I have partnered up with Delta Rescue, the largest no-kill, care-for-life animal sanctuary in the world. Delta Animal Sanctuary is a one-of-a-kind rescue operation because they care for the animals for life. They're staffed by specially trained attendants who look after the animals, providing them with water, treats, toys, and affection. For more information on Delta's tax-saving estate planning vehicles, please go to the website deltarescue.org/bill. It lays out all you need to know about growing your estate through tax savings, which can help you build the size of your estate while letting your compassion for animals live well on into the future. Donate online today at deltarescue.org/bill. That's deltarescue.org/bill. Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.